What exactly is happening to China's economy, and are its citizens really in revolt? This is the big question that's causing quite a stir. There's a general perception that China's economy is in a state of flux, coupled with rumors of civil unrest. Are these just whispers in the wind, or is there more than meets the eye? We're here to delve into these questions, to sift fact from fiction, and to shed light on the reality. Stay with us as we unravel the mystery behind China's economic condition. To understand the present, we must first visit the past. China's economic history is a rich tapestry, woven with threads of transformation and resilience. In the mid-20th century, China was largely a closed economy, operating under a centrally planned socialist system. Its focus was primarily on heavy industry, with little room for private enterprise. Then came a turning point. In the late 70s, China embarked on its journey of reform and opening up. The nation shifted its gears towards a more market-oriented economy, allowing private businesses to blossom. This marked the beginning of a new era, with China gradually integrating itself into the global economy. Throughout the 80s and 90s, China's economy soared. It became the world's manufacturing hub, producing everything from toys to electronics for the global market. The nation's GDP grew at an impressive rate, lifting millions out of poverty and creating a burgeoning middle class. The early 21st century saw China becoming the world's second-largest economy. Its economic clout even earned it the moniker, the world's factory. But this rapid growth didn't come without its challenges. China grappled with problems such as income inequality, environmental degradation, and over-reliance on exports. It also faced issues related to its aging population and the need for further economic reforms. Despite these hurdles, China's economy has shown remarkable resilience, adapting and evolving over time. In the past decade, China has been shifting its focus from manufacturing to a more service-oriented economy. It's investing heavily in technology, innovation, and high-value sectors, aiming to be at the forefront of the global digital economy. So as we stand in the present, we see a China that has transformed from a closed, centrally planned economy to a global economic powerhouse. Its journey has been marked by significant shifts and challenges, but also by resilience and adaptability. With this historical context, we can begin to understand the current shifts in China's economy. Now let's dive into the recent changes that have stirred up the economic waters in China. In the last decade, China's economic landscape has undergone a significant shift. Once known as the world's factory, the country is now moving away from its traditional manufacturing base. The era of cheap labor and mass production that fueled China's rapid growth is slowly fading into the background. The once booming factory towns are now witnessing a slowdown, with many factories closing their doors and workers being laid off. This transition is not without its reasons. Rising labor costs and increasing competition from other low-cost countries have made it difficult for China to maintain its dominance in manufacturing. But that's not the whole story. China is not merely succumbing to these challenges. Instead, it's strategically pivoting towards a more high-tech, high-value, and service-oriented economy. Look at the rise of technology giants like Alibaba and Tencent, for example. These companies are not only dominating the domestic market but are also making their mark on the global stage. They are the symbols of China's new economic direction, where innovation and digital technology take the center stage. The government has also been playing its part in this shift. Policies are being put in place to encourage innovation and entrepreneurship. Efforts are being made to improve the quality of the workforce and to foster a more sustainable and balanced growth. But this transition is not without its challenges. The shift from manufacturing to services is not an easy one. It requires a significant overhaul of the economic structure and a change in the mindset of the workforce. And while the technology sector is booming, it's not large enough to absorb the millions of workers being laid off from the manufacturing sector. These changes have undoubtedly left a significant imprint on the economy, but what does this mean for the Chinese citizens? In the face of these economic shifts, what has been the reaction of the people? Let's delve into the heart of the matter. The people of China, like those anywhere else in the world, are not immune to the effects of economic change. These shifts, as we've discussed, have not been without their challenges. And with challenges comes unrest. Reports coming out of China paint a picture of a citizenry that is grappling with the effects of these economic adjustments. Protests and demonstrations, although not widespread, have been cropping up in various parts of the country. These acts of civil disobedience, while not a common sight in China due to the country's strict controls on public dissent, signal the depth of the frustrations felt by some. Unemployment, rising costs of living, and a perceived lack of government support are among the issues that have sparked these demonstrations. Workers, particularly those in industries hit hardest by the economic changes, have been at the forefront of these actions. But it's not just the workers. Small business owners grappling with the effects of increased competition and shifting market dynamics have also been expressing their discontent. The sense of uncertainty and insecurity has been palpable, a testament to the far-reaching impacts of these economic shifts. The government's response to these protests, as expected, has been firm. Authorities have been quick to quell these demonstrations, often through a combination of force and negotiation. While the government acknowledges the challenges brought about by these economic changes, its primary focus remains on maintaining stability and order. It's a delicate balancing act, one that underscores the complexities of managing economic change in a country as vast and diverse as China. The government is tasked with not only driving economic progress, but also managing the social fallout that comes with it. The citizen unrest in China serves as a stark reminder of this reality. It speaks to the human side of economics, the lived experiences behind the numbers and charts that we often discuss. It's a testament to the fact that economic changes, no matter how well-intentioned or necessary, often come with social ripple effects. As we can see, economic changes often lead to social ripple effects. Given all these events, what could the future hold for China's economy? As we gaze into the crystal ball of tomorrow, predictions and projections about China's economic future emerge from the fog of uncertainty. Leading economists and financial experts have offered a range of possible scenarios. Let's delve into some of these. Firstly, some experts forecast a continuation of the current trend. They believe China's economy may continue to slow down, yet remain a formidable global player. The dragon might not breathe fire as fiercely as before, but it would still be a force to reckon with. On the other hand, a more optimistic prediction suggests a potential bounce back. China, with its robust industrial base and massive consumer market, could leverage these strengths to reignite its economic engine. The dragon might take flight again, soaring high on the wings of innovation and consumption. A third projection, however, paints a more turbulent picture. It envisages a scenario where mounting internal pressures could lead to economic instability. The dragon may find itself wrestling with the demons of social unrest, corporate debt, and a potentially bursting property bubble. And then, there's the wild card of technological advancement. With China at the forefront of technologies like artificial intelligence and 5G, the country could pivot its economy towards these high-growth sectors. The dragon might morph into a phoenix, rising from the ashes of old industries to blaze a trail in the digital economy. Yet, we must remember, predictions are just that, educated guesses. They are based on current trends and expert opinions, but the future often has a way of surprising us. The path China's economy takes will be shaped by a multitude of factors, some predictable, some not. As we ponder these possibilities, one thing is clear. The future of China's economy will not only impact its citizens, but will also have profound implications for the global economy. Every flutter of the dragon's wings will send ripples across the globe. Only time will tell if these predictions will come to pass. Scene script. China's economy doesn't exist in a vacuum. Its changes have a global impact. Consider this. When the world's second-largest economy sneezes, the rest of the world catches a cold. Such is the influence of China's economy. Let's talk trade. China, the world's largest exporter, plays a significant role in the global supply chain. From electronics to clothing, the country is a dominant force in manufacturing. So, when China's economy stumbles, it ripples across the globe. International businesses that depend on Chinese goods, they feel the pinch. Consumers worldwide, they witness price fluctuations. But China isn't just an export powerhouse. It's also one of the world's largest importers. When China's economy weakens, its demand for foreign goods declines. Export-centric economies like Australia, which heavily rely on Chinese demand for their commodities, they bear the brunt. Now let's shift gears to global markets. China's economic health significantly influences global financial markets. When China's economy is shaky, global investors get nervous. Uncertainty looms large, volatility spikes, and capital flows can reverse. The 2015 Chinese stock market crash, it didn't just shake China, it sent shockwaves around the globe. Moreover, China's policies and economic strategies can set global trends. Its ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, its reshaping global trade routes and infrastructure investments, China's push for technological dominance, it's driving global innovation and competition, but it's not all doom and gloom. China's economic growth has also lifted many boats. It's contributed to global poverty reduction, it's opened new markets for international businesses, and it's provided opportunities for global investors. So while China's economy may face challenges, its global influence is undeniable. Whether we feel the effects directly or indirectly, we're all tethered to the dragon's tail. As China goes, so goes the world. As we near the end of our exploration, let's summarize the key points we've discussed. We started our journey by delving into China's economic history, a saga marked by rapid growth and transformation. We saw how the Middle Kingdom evolved from an agrarian society to a global powerhouse, with its GDP skyrocketing and its middle class expanding. We then shifted our focus to the recent economic changes we've witnessed. From the pivot towards a consumer-driven economy to the tightening of regulations on major industries, we've seen China's economic landscape shift significantly. These changes are not without consequences, and they've led to some degree of uncertainty, both within the country and abroad. This brings us to our next point, the reaction of China's citizens. We discussed the rising unrest and dissent, fueled by these economic shifts. While not widespread, these pockets of resistance are a clear sign of the challenges the Chinese government faces in managing these transformations. Looking ahead, we explored the future of China's economy. We discussed the potential for continued growth, but also the risks and uncertainties that lie ahead. From the ongoing demographic challenges to the potential impact of geopolitical tensions, the road ahead for China's economy is anything but clear. Finally, we examined the global impact of China's economy. As the world's second-largest economy, China's fortunes have far-reaching effects. From global supply chains to international finance, the ripple effects of China's economic policies can be felt around the world. This gives us a holistic view of the current state of China's economy and its potential future. We've taken a deep dive into the complex world of China's economy. From its rich history to recent changes, we've seen how citizen unrest has surfaced and speculated on the future implications. Our journey also led us to understand the global effects of China's economy. We hope that this exploration has shed light on the intricate tapestry that is China's economic landscape. We appreciate you joining us on this journey. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Until next time, keep asking questions and seeking answers.